Break star! Well, tonight, we're gonna be a special guest on the Episode Show, talking about brand break. Actually live this time. We're actually live. We're in the flesh. Who's here with me, huh? Onyx, Nadu, Tree Frog. You've been here solving puzzles 24/7. What a goat.
What a goat. What a goat. There we go, Ranman's here.
Ranman! Come on! Ranman! Come on!
Oh, yeah. Streamer authenticate with ScurryBot over on Blaze. Okay. Do that, probably. How we doing, folks? Alright. Man, I've been busy, I'll tell you what. I've been busy. Holy moly. Oh, we are moving places behind the scenes. Let's go! Alright, here in a half hour, I'm going to go on another show. It's the Dipito Show. It's an XRP-based community show. We're going to tell them about Brand Break. We're going to show them a couple surprises as well. We got them we'll show them a little surprises. And then hopefully we can get some of the XRP fam to make their own things. And we're going forward now, huh? What do you think of, man, I still didn't get as much as I wanted. It's still not it's still a little buggy. But, look at this game, huh? Hold on. What's your favorite games? Do we got any favorite types of games? Look at all these. How about how about a little something like this? How about a little shooter? Do you like shooters? Shooters. Oh yeah. What do you think of this game, huh? Look at this thing. Oh yeah! Look at me go! Ha! Pop! Hey! Hoya! We got custom art on the walls. And we have custom bad guys. Bye! Bye! Who thinks they can beat me at this one, huh? 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 Right in the face. Bop. Ooh. Bop. 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 Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bop. 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 Oh. Oh. He got me. He got me. Oh yeah. Is that pretty cool? A 3D game? Is a 3D game pretty cool? They're all pretty well ready to go, but not some of them are a little bit not quite. Some of them a little bit not quite. But they all work. The Mario game's working super duper well now. I got Pong. You guys have been playing on AFK stream. The puzzle, the memory, the bingo, the trivia. I got the space one is working. Snake. Scratch Offs is a little broken, but it's almost there. Pac-Man, Flappy Bird, and a recipe game. It's a recipe game. Crafting. And then the first-person shooter. Anyone got any favorites? Favorites? We're gonna show this off to some new people today. Over here pretty soon now. We're pretty soon now. Pretty soon we're gonna show it to some folks and get their reactions. How's everybody's week, huh? Are we doing okay? What up, Master A's? What up, Onyx? Can we invite our friends maybe? Can we maybe hit some retweets? Some receipts? Can we hit some receipts over here, huh? Bring our friends. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got all these migrated this week. Or last week, whatever. I got Claude Max, my friend paid for it, thankfully. $100 a month instead of 20. And it came with Fable, which is like a super high model. So I've been using Fable to really crank a dank here. We've been making the data centers hum, I tell you. Oh yeah! Oh man, that's cool. All right, we made a very special game here to show all these XRP folks. I have new partners. Me and the Free World guys are going at it now. We are officially partners. Not in the same company. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty. We don't have to be the same company. They're still their own thing. I'm still my own thing. But now we are working together. I help you and you help me. And we put our products together. And now we both go up together. Oh, the Web3 way, baby. Oh yeah! Right? Am I right?
Special thank you from the
If you guys missed the chaos,
Run,
Alright. Alright. Well, our best friends are here. Am I right? Am I right, Ranman? Am I right? Am I right? Have we been alright? Bruh. I'm so stoked. So stoked. These free world guys, oh my gosh, dude. They came out of nowhere. And they have the tech, they have the network, they're perfect. They're a perfect partner for Consumer Break and Brand Break. Perfect. We're about to put this into restaurants and all sorts of stuff. Oh yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit here. All right, I'm gonna, she wants me to go into the StreamYard at 15 till, so here in a couple minutes, I'm gonna go sit up, but I'll just be here live doing it. It doesn't start till 15 minutes from now. I'll tell my story a little bit. I'll demonstrate what I got. There's also another fella that's coming on, so we're gonna listen to their pitch as well. We're gonna answer questions and hopefully get new users and new campaigns, because it's self-serve. So any of these projects, they can make an account and they can make their own games already. It's ready to go. What do you think, Ranman? What do you think? What do you think?
Ranma! Ranman!
I'm looking to the left now instead of the right for my multi-streams. I was sleeping here the other day because I fall asleep right here in my chair sometimes. A lot of times. And while I was in my sleep, I bumped into my side table here, and this giant TV monitor that I have as my fourth monitor fell down, crashed all over the place, broke. So I have another different TV here now. Thankfully, there was a spare one upstairs. I just went and grabbed it. But you know what? That was a 50-50 of that ginormous TV falling. You know that? It was kind of a 50-50 chance. It could fall that way, it could fall this way. If it fell this way, it might have just crushed my whole head. It might have just... Glad it fell that way. I'm glad it fell that way. Alright, let's see if we could get on here now. Hey yo! I think I have to turn it off on here for that to work. Let's see. Come on now. Try it again. Come on now. Dang it. Alright, let's try to turn the cam off and on again. Come on, buddy. Oh, there I am. All right, let's join this bad boy. Hello.
Hello, my friend.
Hey, what up, though? How we doing?
I'm doing good. I got my Twitch pulled up, so I whatever we got to do, we should do that right now so that I
I
can
got you.
shut her down.
I
I've
got you.
never
Let's see.
done it before, so I don't know about the knocking.
You will get a little notif here. Oh, I think you gotta be
Crypto world
live
is
though.
coming alive.
Oh,
It's okay. It's not a big deal if not.
yeah, we'll go live. And then once we're live,
Then you'll get a little
uh,
notif inside Twitch, and you'll just click it. It'll open a little window, and that's about it. We'll mute each
okay.
other on there.
And yeah, and then once I see the notification, then I can just close my tab out because it'll be
Yeah.
live whether I'm in it or not. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was just glad it was logged in when I went because I don't go to Twitch very often. I have it connected to my StreamYard, so I just stream there.
Yeah. I'm on all the
Uh,
things. I'm live right now. I say hi. Hi.
Hey, oh boy.
I don't have a million people, but we're out
Well, I don't want our pre-show thing to be live on your thing. Like, no.
there. Well, it is. I guess I
That's
could turn
not
it off.
exactly what I would like. We got Simon coming in. Hey, Vucci.
All right, you're muted. You're not showing. We'll wait. I don't think we met. We've a follow. You can hear me though, right? Yeah.
in on that pot of gold. Take one breath and let the whole room know you don't dive in blind, you dip a toe. Hold on when the night shines bright, don't lose it all on the bed tonight. Learn the time, let the truth unfold, you don't dive in blind, you dip a toe. Step slow when the water gets deep, not every wave is yours to keep. Read the signs, let the whole world know you don't dive in blind, you dip a toe. She came in calm with a pen and a page, trying to learn about money in the digital age. Not chasing the noise, not chasing the fame, just learning all the rules before playing the game. Who owns the supply? Who controls the keys? Who can freeze? Who can rogue? Who collects those fees? What's the use? What's the risk? What's the proof on chain? Asking every question that came to her brain. She saw one chart fly, then another one roll. Saw fresh wallets moving as the stories unfold. Saw the crowd turn cold when the green went red, and a trail of fake projects leave the telegram dead. So she slowed her pace, took the time to really breathe, found truth in the sections most people didn't read. Now she moves with precision when the deep end flows. That's why we call her dip a toe. Hold on when the night shines bright, don't lose it all on the bed tonight. Learn the time, let the truth unfold, you don't dive in blind, you dip a toe. Step slow when the water gets deep, not every wave is yours to keep. Read the signs, let the whole world know you don't dive in blind, you dip a toe.
Oh my gosh! What did you think?
Welcome to the Dip a Toe Show. Yo, XRP man, dropping a hot track right there.
Holy smokes, right?
Ooh, that is
Let's
some
go.
sucky now.
I was so excited when he had this surprise. I heard it this morning, and I was just blown away. I'm like, this is the third person that has created a song for the Tip of Toe Show, and
Dude,
I just
fine.
can't tell you how much it means to me, to us, that you guys are doing it. It's just fantastic. Absolutely loved it. I am trying to see a knock invite on Twitch. I don't see it. I don't know how to do the knocking thing. Because our friend that's coming.
Yeah, I
on
can
the
get
show,
I can go get my awesome kid right quick and be like, yo, how do you knock on Twitch?
Oh wait, I know. I just did join, get started. I think we're good. I think I did it.
Okay.
I think I did it.
Dude, that Red Candle Killer, that was a fat track, my man. I was digging the beat the minute I heard it. I was really just digging that beat. It hit. I was like, oh yeah, there we go. We need this in the AM.
Yeah.
Right? You need to put this on coffee and crypto right there, just as an opener, man. Just get everybody's coffee buzz going just right. You know what I mean? Floating. Oh yeah, it's good. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew now.
I know. I want to welcome the 17 of you that are in here. Please like, share, and subscribe. We are streaming live on imutv.tv, the best new platform out there. If you're not subscribed to them and you're not, you don't have that app, go ahead and download the imutv app on Apple and Android devices. We're streaming to 56 countries. Super exciting. And also, I wanted to thank all of the new subscribers and welcome them. We are up to 1,410 subscribers on the Dip a Toe Show. We rolled another number on Monday night. So that is really exciting. And I always like to remind everybody, when we grow, you all grow. You guys are in the beginning. You are part of the Dip a Toe family, and we love you so much. Who do we have in the audience tonight, Simon? Because they are a big part of this show.
Of course, we got XR Papa's in the house tonight. Gone Rogue is also in the house tonight. The man, the myth, the legend, V Stone is in the house tonight. And where did he go? Where did he go? Where's the Candle Killer? There he is. Red Candle Killer's in the
There's
house tonight.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, XRP man.
Oh,
Obese to fit with
Obese.
Parkinson. What's up, Brian?
Yeah. What's good? Let's see. The William is in the house tonight. Of course, Consumer Breaks in the house tonight.
What up? What up?
Are they really? Are they really? Corn's in the house tonight. What's good, Corn? Let's see who else. I saw the lovely, sweet, sex. Whoops, can't say that.
Wait.
Sweet,
What?
lovely lady of my life. Bam! There she is, the Mrs. Space Crypto. Ooh, always looking good.
I want to give a shout out to Crypto Dave, DCA Crypto Dave. He was number uno this afternoon. Yeah, I started.
Oh, you started. Okay,
yeah,
all right. Yeah, I'm still getting
before
used to
the
that
show
part. Yeah.
started.
Gotcha.
But we
DCA all the way. Much love to you, sir.
Let's go, guys. I tell you, Simon. So tonight, as you guys know, we do Faces of Crypto every third Wednesday of the month. This Wednesday is no different. Tonight's Faces of Crypto, but there is a little difference, and that is that we only have 2 guests. Normally we have 4 guests, sometimes 5 or 6 guests. But these 2 guests that we have coming on, I think we need a little bit more time, and I'm kind of trialing it to see if it's better to just have 2 than have 4. So this is a trial run. We're going to see. But I do want to welcome everyone back to the Dipito Show. You guys know we sit down with the real builders that are pushing the XRP Ledger ecosystem forward. And tonight we've got an absolute banger episode for you. We're talking live art, gamified creator rewards, and cutting edge AI that's making the entire ledger smarter. Tonight, Simon, we've got Nate. He's better known as Breakman. He's the creative force behind Consumer Break. He's the guy that's behind those high energy Spectral sessions, the live art shows, and pitch break variety streams that you may have seen. Tonight, he's here to talk about his Spectral art journey and most importantly, the official launch of his Band Break app, a gamified loyalty and rewards platform that lets creators and brands create custom campaigns with seamless XRP rewards through the Breakverse. So really excited to hear about that. And then joining him, we have John Anthony Vucci from Varian Labs and Alpha Wolves Operation X. John and the team that he's on, they're building Varium X, and that is an AI middleware layer that turns raw on-chain data into something AI can truly understand and reason with. We're going to talk powerful tools like Odin AI for wallet forensics, token analysis, market intelligence, and more, all running live on the XRP Ledger with Alpha Wolves NFTs gating access to their Varian DEX. So 2 builders, 2 very different but exciting worlds are going to collide tonight on the Dipito Faces of Crypto show. What do you say we bring them both in, Simon? Gentlemen, welcome to the Dipito show. How you doing this evening?
What up, dog? Let's go!
How you doing, my friend?
I'm great. How y'all doing? How's everyone doing?
Fantastic. Well, this is going to be a high energy chore.
Great. Yeah, it's hard to beat him, but yes, I'm feeling wonderful. It's a beautiful day, and yeah, it's a good night, man.
We already got people. Opti says excited about this show. There's been a lot of people that have been in my ear, super excited about the 2 of you guys coming on the show. I think it's working out perfectly. I'm so excited to hear about what you guys are building, the teams that you're on, and that sort of thing. But if you've ever watched the Faces of Crypto, you know we like to get the backstory first. So I'd like to go around and have you each tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, how you got into crypto, like when you first got into it, and did you have that eureka moment? And we'll start with Consumer Break, the Breakman. We'll start with you, and then we'll go to John.
Sure. I have a long backstory, and I don't want to go through the whole backstory. I have it all online, actually. If anyone's interested, it's consumerbreak.com/story, and you'll get all the deets. But a long, long time ago, back in 2012, I had this idea with a friend of mine. The idea was, it was called Consumer Break. The name and the logo goes back all the way back then. And basically, what if you turned an advertisement into a puzzle? Because we were tired of ads. We were tired of advertisements just always interrupting us, and we always clicked the ads, even back then, before mobile was even like big, and long before Web3 was known. And that kickstarted a long, arduous journey to try to create an app that is a system. It's going to have advertisements on a puzzle game, a mobile game, and then people are earning rewards from the sponsor. It's very much like a Web3 concept long before that was a thing. Even consumer apps with PayPal payments weren't a big thing. We had hurdles just to get there and get them to approve and all sorts of stuff. A lot of stuff happened in the meantime, all the way up till 2020. That's when I finally got to launch it. I had a lot of problems with devs, and it just was it's a whole thing, right? It didn't succeed the way that I'd hoped. But then I got introduced into crypto in 2021, and I understood the ecosystem immediately. As soon as I learned what NFTs were, I was like, I get this. My friend that told me about crypto was like, well, you have a game already. You have this puzzle game. It needs rewards, but you can't get the sponsors to give you rewards because you don't have a lot of players, and it's a hard thing. There's this NFT thing where you can create your own assets, and then you can put that in your puzzles, and now you make your own rewards, and it's like it's very much like your mission, but it's a whole thing. So I looked into that and I loved it, and I got started on Wax blockchain. That's how I created my own collection. Then I started pushing that into the puzzle game. We had collabs every week for 2 years, 2021, 2022, showing different projects on these puzzles. It was a lot of fun. Then I started streaming because the community was doing that too. They were doing interviews on streams just like this one. And I was like, I think I could do this. I'm doing a collab every week. We should get them on and do interviews. So I did that. And for 2 years we did that. And then I co-founded a metaverse convention. It's called NFTopia. I know, I know it's a lot. It's a lot. And then that's a whole thing. So we have this big community thing. And then that brings that's condensing it a whole bunch, but it brings us to this year, and that's how I met Jombi and Terramite, was through the Wax blockchain and NFTopia. But then they're doing their spectral art stuff over there, which is really awesome and crazy. They brought up to me that they want to start a live show making art. So that's how we started that this year. And then I got into spectral art this year. So that's actually very recent that I did that. And then that got us into XRP, myself included. I learned a lot more about it. We're still dealing with Wax, but Wax is kind of down here. XRP is really booming and growing. So we're going multi-chain. We're adapting different things. And then, yeah, then we went to XRP Vegas. I met so many of the community there. It was so awesome. We got to share our spectral art love and things. And also then in the meantime, I guess back up a year, AI came last year, and it removed barriers in ways that blew my mind away, because again, I have a long story, go back to the site to read it, but a lot of it had to do with hiring developers and spending so much money and time and all this crap. And now I was like, oh, I can do this myself. And I tried, and I made the same puzzle game, the one that took me literally 14 years to even bring to fruition, and too much money. I did it in 2 days for $20 on Base 44. Boop! And I was like, holy moly. And then I spent the year learning more and more, and now I'm using Claude, and I've really upgraded, and I have built a system that I wanted back then, back in 2015. I wanted it back then. It was more than just a puzzle game. It's an entire gamification system to gamify any brand content to many types of games. And I built that, and in the past year, that's been developing, and now I finally have it to a point where we can demonstrate and show it off. And now we also have some XRP projects to show it to and hopefully use it. So that's
Man.
that's a condensed story. It's a long story, but
Huh? I can't hear you, Simon. You're on mute.
I was gonna ask, or rather say that was the condensed version right there.
15 years. Yeah.
Man, okay, well,
Yeah.
I hope
I
time to go
mean,
to the stories on the site.
yeah,
Yeah, it's on this.
you're definitely an OG.
Yeah, a lot. It's certainly a learning experience. Obviously, too. Like I said, a lot of it had to do with the barrier of development, and then also marketing and not knowing how to do that, and funding and creating a company, getting investors, all that kind of stuff was in the mix. My dad was also a big part of it. He funded most of it. He joined, and he was the business guy. He was doing all this stuff. Cancer hit the family in 2018. My mom and my dad at the same time. They left us at that time. I kept going. My dad left me with a little prototype, a little tiny MVP. I kept going, and we're still going. So
Oh, I
yeah.
know he's so proud of you.
Yeah,
So proud
he
of
would
you.
be pumping his fist with what's happening right now. Just last week,
Absolutely.
and I'll get into it when we talk about what I have now, but just last week I've partnered up with Free World, Farhan and them, and we have some big plans, and it's very exciking times right now.
You got some surprises for the show tonight, I hear.
Yeah, I got some
I'm
cool things to show you
I'm
guys. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. All right, so yeah, we'll be talking about your project here in a sec, but definitely want to welcome you, John Bucci, to the Faces of Crypto. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been in crypto. Did you have a eureka moment, that sort of thing?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I guess I remember hearing about crypto back in the Silk Road days. You know, Bitcoin and all that type of stuff. I didn't really dive into it at the time, but I knew people that were interacting with it. And I guess the first time I actually bought some was around 2017, and I just kind of like forgot I even had Bitcoin, right? And then like all of a sudden it kind of like went crazy, and I did sell most of it before it went as high as it was. It was one of them things where like I sold, and then like I went how crazy it was. I was like, shit, do I still have it? I didn't, because I sold most of it. I had like a little bit, but either way, that kind of got me back into it. And I had a buddy that had done some investing and made some money enough to like buy a house and change his life, and that kind of got me looking into it, right? So then I started looking into it, and I started learning how to trade, got into a bunch of trading groups, leverage trading, all that type of stuff. Wanted to learn how to read the charts, all that. And that's where I started meeting people, looking into projects. And I guess that's even in that journey, I met the dev of the project that I'm in now. I've known him for a while now, just even before the project. And I was over on Avalanche for a while. The 404 idea was really interesting to me. I like the whole NFT with a liquidity pool. I think the very first one was on ETH, the Pandora one, but there was a project over on AVAX that was, anyway, that's when I like really started diving into ecosystem. So I was like real heavy on AVAX. Obviously I was like doing some stuff on Solana, but it really didn't blow up yet. So like I held some, but it was before everything went crazy with the memes. And then I just kind of wrote it out on AVAX, like all last bear market and everything, getting involved with projects and stuff. And then a buddy who is a dev now of this project was like, bro, you got to come over to XRP. I came over and bought a bunch of bear, and that did pretty well. And then eventually, I guess, my buddy, I didn't realize for the longest time that he was like a cybersecurity expert and was like in the field and had been in crypto since like 2013 or even early, like I think around that time. So I didn't realize the whole time I was like rubbing elbows with some real OGs in the space. I just was trading with them. I didn't even realize like, like looking back, like he had Bored Ape, like NFTs and all that stuff. So, yeah, but that's kind of the journey. I like started learning how to trade. I got involved in XRP, got some bear, did pretty well. And then eventually, he was like, we want to start our own project. I have the ability to do it, and kind of the rest is now history of like just being in diving in the XRPL, trading, meeting people, and just growing that network and continuing to learn every day along the way. I'm really just a blue collar normal dude. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned a lot in the space over the past couple years, but that's really it. Now it's kind of brought us up to here, and I think that's basically it. I'm from Baltimore. I like crabs. I like the sail. I like sports, and I like crypto.
Love it. Crab
this
sports
is-
and crypto, baby.
This is one of my favorite things about the Dipito show in our Faces of Crypto series. The whole objective is to show the different faces of crypto, right? It could be someone like yourself. It could be an 80-year-old man or woman, right? From all different backgrounds. And, I like to say we all graduate into our next steps, right? And so you both tell very interesting stories about how you've gotten into crypto. And you started on chains like I don't know what the consumer what yours one was, Nate. I had never heard of that before.
Yeah. Wax blockchain. It is lesser known. It's got a whole bunch of tools that you can like play around with, and it's a lot of fun.
I think it's interesting that because people just get into the mainstream ones normally, right? But you guys came in early enough to where you're navigating around. And I knew of Avalanche and all of that, never dipped my toe really into the chain at all. And so what I'd like, before you start talking about your project, since you both have experience with those two different chains, whether you were trading or creating on it, I would like to just know a little bit about your experience with navigating it in general. Was it easy to navigate? Was it easy to build or trade or whatever? And then also the communities on there. How did those communities differ from the community that you're in now? So we can start with Nate and then go to you, John.
Yeah, sure. I started on Wax because my friend introduced me to Wax. He happened to already be in it. And that's why I've got into it. And even in 2021, it was also lesser known. But the tech on it is incredible. It's like extremely cheap and fast. Proof of stake chain. It's got all these tools that creators have built, dashboards where we didn't need any coding. Nowadays, I have AI, so I can do the problems are a bit more gone now. So like I even added XRP wallet Zaman into the app I'm going to show you and stuff. I couldn't do that back then. But Wax had these platforms where it was like you just go in there and you can create NFTs, just kind of like Lady Cafe and stuff like that, like easy click things. And also more than just creating NFTs. There's a lot of gamification involved, which stuck with me perfect. So packs and blends were very popular, and they go very well with gamifying. Blends is like crafting, so you have NFTs that you select the ingredients and then you combine them to upgrade to get a better one. So now you can like create tiers of upgrading. Or a pack is like just like a physical pack. You click a button, it'll give you random NFTs. Well, we can create those ourselves on that with dashboards. So with that, I've made my own card collection with art. I had a partner doing hand art, also before AI art, and we made these cards, and I have like that's all. Hundreds of thousands of assets out right now. None of them are like high value. It's just mainly for fun. They're like worth pennies. But even for the past 2 years, I've been distributing those through my Twitch, so it's still ongoing right now. Even on Wax, there's a bot that's in there, and people are earning channel points, and they're redeeming them and getting an NFT out of the chat. The bot will deliver it, and it shows you the transaction. That's the reason I'm in Web3, is that kind of use case, that gamification. I'm not a trader. When I have traded, I've always lost. I've always been bad. I've always made the bad decisions on that side. I am fascinated, with the tech. I love self-sovereignty. I am very much a high champion of. We consider ourselves freedom fighters, and that's everybody here, everyone. that we're teaching the public how important it is, and I'm very much for that. But I'm just not as techy in making actual trading or liquidity or DeFi. But man, I understand the gamification, the use case, the benefits for brands and communities in ways that is so up above what Web2 is, but the public just doesn't know it. I've been like you guys. I've been trying to preach this for 4 years too, even on Wax. It's like all the time we're trying to preach it, and it's hard, but we are closer than ever now. It's starting to get out there a little more now, and that's the real exciting part.
That's fantastic. What about you, John? How how do you feel it differs, or what was your experience, say on AVAX or any other chains that you were on compared to now?
Well, well, I remember. So I still love AVAX. I really do. I still got people over there. Let's see. Their DeFi was really cool, right? They had really cool liquidity pools. Then they upgraded to having the concentrated liquidity pools, kind of along with like Ethereum and everything. Right, I would say community wise, they're a little bit more. I want to say like the people over there, like they're really degenerate, like crypto bros. Like they are Chads. They all know block explorers. They all know how to code and run liquidity pools. And so like, you got to know what you're doing over there, because you'll get wrapped up in some like really quick. So I really like that though, because it really helped me sharpen my sword coming into the crypto realm. And a lot of the people that I met over there are pretty serious developers, you know, like they've gone over to base and done things. And it just was a really cool place to start. I really do love AVAX. I think that their ability to spin up layer ones is going to be really useful in the future. So I am still bullish on the chain. Like for somebody that runs a company or something like that, a lot of people aren't going to want to run it on a public chain, right? They're going to run it on their own chain. And AVAX gives people the ability to set up your own chain. Like he was saying, like at the click of a button, like you don't have to know how to run your own or start your own chain anymore. AVAX gives you the ability to run your own L1. And that's still in pretty early phases. Not too many people really understand that yet. The community was pretty wild. But they're definitely very up and down. Like right now, the XRP community, like when I came over here, they were a lot nice. Like everybody was so much more welcoming and friendly. I know a lot of people say that, like coming from Solana and stuff like that, because I go over to spaces over there as well, or I know people that I've been a couple different areas, and XRP community is just a different world altogether. The people are like real everyday people. They're not some guy in their basement, like just, you know, trolling everybody or whatever. I mean, what, like I get, look, I mean, you know what I mean, but the vibe is different. You got like people, you got people like real adults here that are like, some people aren't trying to trench and stuff like that. Like we're all here with like real lives, real businesses trying to integrate crypto into it. And that's why I love hearing about Consumer Break, right? It's Consumer Break, Nate, right? So like, you know, the fact that you had this Web2 business or, you know, business idea that you're integrating with the crypto, like I love that. That means that we are doing the right thing. We're moving in the right direction. I've always been really big on the sovereignty aspect of it. You know what I mean? That's why I still own Bitcoin. I'm also like interested in the Pulse chain because of like their DAO token, which is kind of a conspiracy. Not everybody thinks that might even be a real thing, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, like I'm not a big fan of stable coins because it's basically a central bank digital currency essentially. But so yeah, I you know, once I started getting involved in everything, you start learning about inflation and all this type of stuff. So like, you know, that was like what really drew me in, and then I got wrapped up in projects and then just the whole spiel of it. And yeah, but I guess XRP community is not really like anywhere else. I can say that. And I truly believe that this is like going to be the cornerstone of like finance in the future. So I think they'll all play their role, right? I think AVAX will have its place. I think XRP will have its place. I don't know if all the tokens will have their place. I think there will be a purge at some point, right? But yeah, so the community was definitely a little different. But the DeFi was great. But with the upgrades were coming soon, XRP is going to be able to compete finally. So with the DeFi stuff, so I'm excited. I'm bullish on XRP. Obviously, this is where we decided to run the project, and we are going to be expanding at some point to other chains. But yeah, man, I definitely totally different vibe. But I do love AVAX. I wouldn't tell anybody not to go over there. You know, I still hold it. I still mess around over there. Just I will say their community right now is decimated. Like it's a graveyard. Nobody, like there's just a community space. Like their spaces are just empty. You know what I mean? It's just like the core main people. And I know the foundation right now is like trying to rebuild the community a little bit because the foundation was ignoring community sentiment for a while. Like the projects that were actually there on the ground building, the foundation was not acknowledging them. They were busy elsewhere. And I know we have that problem with XRP as well. You're not really the problem here because Ripple is not really a foundation. I know Vet and them are working on getting a foundation up and running and stuff. Anyway, so XRP is now no other place like XRP.
Different. I love to hear you say that, and I think for both of you, it's fantastic that you have this other experience, right? You know, my mind all of a sudden went like, oh, maybe he has a connection to somebody at AVAX, so we could get him on the Dip and Toe show, right? Because with the Dip and Toe show, we are XRPL centric, right? But I'd love to learn about other chains and things because, right, Simon's Bitcoin.
I got a Bitcoin logo right here. I'm like, you know.
But I say, like, you know, just like you said, there's not going to be one chain that's going to rule them all, and they're all kind of doing different things, right? They specialize in different things. The people that gravitate toward a particular chain are doing a specific thing, right? Like you said, AVAX is more for like building these businesses that are not on a public chain. Why? Because you don't want all your stuff out there for everyone to see. And so these specialties they're all working, they're all learning. And then at some point, they're all going to come together and there's going to be this interconnectivity between the chains, interoperability. But you have to have the foundation laid for each type of thing that you're building. And then you have to build the trust for the people that are going to use that thing. And so, you know, and I do believe, like you say, the XRP community are just the thing I'm so proud of people that are in this space is that these are just everyday people that have looked at the tools that we've been given and you guys are building on it. You're using your skills, your desires, you know, Consumer Break, what you're going to show us, Booty, what you're going to show us, and all of the people that have come before you on the Faces of Crypto. It's just so inspiring. And so anybody watching this show, listen carefully. These are just everyday normal people that see the opportunities that are in front of them and they're taking it. They're working it. They're owning it. So, Simon, do you have any questions for them before we jump into their projects?
No, I want to hear about the projects. You know where I'm lying. I lie in the details, man. I lie in the details, but I love the perspective, their journeys that they have. Like, you know, a good mix. Started somewhere else. This is where I came. This is how I came to be. This is how I came to be an XRP, or this is how I became to be on this show today, man. I love hearing everybody's crypto journey, even if it is a 15-minute and a half condensed version. You know, it's like, right. Dude, there's a lot of history there, man. We could sit down by the campfire all weekend and just talk about Consumer Break's journey, you know. But I love that because,
and I'm a streamer. I tend to ramble too. If you go my
well, I think we all do. I think we all do. At some point, we're all gonna stream and we do it. We just go. And they're like, oh man, I gotta go.
I want to add to the question. Yeah, the community. So when I started on Wax, the community was very similar to XRP community now. Like I say, it's builders or people that like the utility or the fun, the game. They're not in it for the money only, and that's where I am. In recent years, Wax is just people have just left. The whole chain is small, you know. I've branched out more, and I'm also on AVAX in the streaming side. So there's a streaming platform called Blaze.stream. I'm on there, and that's AVAX based. And there's also Arena Social, that's AVAX based, and I'm on. And you mentioned somebody, you might want someone on your show that knows about AVAX. Yo, Colin's down in your chat right now. Colin Couchet.
Colin!
Yeah.
He knows all about that.
Call me, Colin. Let's get you on the show.
Yeah. So,
Huh?
but yeah, I gravitate to that kind of mindset. So when I came into XRP and I started listening to spaces and meeting people and all that, I was like, this is the type of people that I vibe with. And I'm just a guy in West Virginia. I'm also a hillbilly. Like, I love that we find people from all over the world. I have some of my best friends are all over the world, not people that I know here in real life. And I really love that. I vibe with that.
Absolutely. Same. All right, you're gonna dive into the consumer break. What do you got on tap for us?
All right. You got my screen on?
I will get your screen up.
Well,
Our lovely mugs.
I mentioned a puzzle game where it's got ads on it, and then you're getting rewarded by solving the puzzle. The point is you're interacting with the brand content. You're choosing to interact with it. You're not doing something else, and then the ad interrupts you and you're clicking the X. You are choosing what brands you want to interact with. Look, there's a little dip-a-toe thumbnail teaser there for you.
Let's go.
And
I love it.
You're interacting, you're having fun with the custom content, and then you're also earning prizes, or you're earning points to redeem for prizes that are brought to you by those same sponsors. So before I show you more into this platform, I do want to show you something that I've prepped together with the help of Jumbie and Farhan, because Free World over here, as you guys know, you guys have known Free World longer than I have, but man, when I got to know them in the past couple of weeks, I was like, what they have right here, this free pay, the freebie, all of this.
Yes, baby.
It goes together with what I'm doing, so it's like cosmically aligned. So we are going together now. And that's the Web3 way. I love that so much. It's like for 15 years, I've been hiring devs. They were not on my team. You know what I'm saying? They want it to fail. They want it to break. So then they charge me more to fix it. And here with people like Farhan, we're just working together. We understand that when you win, I win, and we can make cool things together. Right? So we put together a little game. And when I say game now, I have more than just puzzles. I have multiple game styles. And we put together something for XRP Vegas. So it's available right now. You can go to events on the Free World site. And we got us a little window down here.
Oh, why do I have?
Okay. And now we got us a little Mario game with some familiar content. What do we think of that?
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to do it. So I'm on the Free World site. And I got this at freeworld.com, guys. And then you went to the event
It's
section.
in the events page. If you scroll down,
Event.
he's got
Shout
it.
out to Farhan.
He's got it embedded there. Look, I got everybody's logos all in the background. We got Free World's logo is our Mario. I guess it's not called Mario. This is Jump Break, you guys. It's Jump Break. Our enemies, our other logos. You're collecting our USD coins, right?
Oh my gosh, this is fantastic.
We have ads in the background. Oh, and then you get to the end. It's like, nice run. It's connected into Brand Break, so that is recording your points to earn. Every game has its own separate subdomain, but they're all connected. It's all the same user account, so it knows, right? And then you get scores, and you get a leaderboard, and you get up here, and I want to see everybody on the leaderboard. Come on now.
Let's go. That is so fun.
That looks dope.
Yeah, so now I'm in the Brand Break page, but the website is live. It's brandbreak.consumerbreak.com. Or it's linked at consumerbreak.com. It's linked there in the app section. But here you see a home feed. I got all of my tasks, and we have different types of tasks. So let's go ahead and look at Dipito's game. I know I just ran through Farhan's game super quick, but I want to show you more though. All right, I'm gonna go into the Dipito account, I have solve a puzzle. Here we go. What do we think of this one, huh?
Oh my gosh.
That's the picture.
That is fantastic.
And it's fully custom and it's self-serve. So it's also beta. So it's also still a little buggy and I'm working on it. But I would welcome any project creator to go to brandbreak.consumerbreak.com, create an account, and you can go ahead and already create a brand account and you can create your own games and your own tasks, self-serve.
Melissa,
Yes,
remind
sir.
me, who was the artist that we had on the show that did all their pictures like they were all like animals, but they
Chewy.
were like animal. Is it Chewy?
I think it was Chewy.
Okay, can you imagine Chewy doing the puzzle right here with one of his pictures?
Absolutely.
Any pictures?
Oh my gosh.
Anyone?
Oh yeah.
We
Oh
have
dude,
multiple,
yeah. Oh no, yeah. It's cool.
multiple tasks. Look, Dipito, she's done. Your clips are on point, off the chain, on the chain, whatever. Your YouTube clips, they are good.
Thank you.
I got here a few of your YouTube clips. You have to watch the video fully. You can't skip. That's cheating. Skipping's cheating, you guys. And then you're gonna earn your points that way. Once you complete the whole video, you earn that way. We got link clicking, we got surveys, sharing, all that kind of stuff. And it's all built through the account. So you would click add new task. You would choose the reward. So the way I have it set up is they're called chips. They're break chips. And you're going to choose how many chips go onto your account. But you have to purchase them. That way it's like the more chips you put on there, the more reward you're putting on there. And then with those chips, you go to the store and you can redeem them for rewards. These rewards are fully custom. So as the brand creator, you can go into your own store and you can put whatever you want in there for people to redeem. I also have Zaman put in here. It's still in testing, so let's wait till Monday for that part to work. But you can put in NFTs or tokens of your choice, and it's all automated. They'll go into an escrow, and when people go and redeem, boop, they're going to get it like that. Okay?
How
They're gonna get it like that.
They're going to get it just like that. Another
Just like
thing,
that.
another reward type is coupons. Now, probably not as applicable to XRP projects, but it's all, it's all choice. But as far as our strategies going with me and Free World, we're going to take this to Web 2. They have so many restaurant brands all over that they already have connects and coupons with. So we're creating campaigns for them. They're going to make their own games, like restaurants have their own puzzles and their own things. No crypto, and they're delivering the coupons through the FreePay app. So actually, it is crypto based, but they don't know. They don't even know that. They don't even know that. So all of that is coming into motion over the next few weeks, and we're gonna try to get some restaurants on it. But this is brand new. There's nobody. I've been showing it on my own stream, but it's just been in testing. I would love to get more people, XRP community, to get on there and start playing. And
I have some questions.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, not my number one question. If so I'm thinking of Optimistic Prime or Ketis Brew. What does it cost for them to jump on here and join and do this? What is the cost for them to do that?
Currently, it's completely free because, well, once you sign in, it's not free. But I will set your account to be free. I want people to get on there and just test it and use it right now. But the actual pricing is going to be monthly per game task that you manage. And the pricing it's all still beta, but that's how it's going to work. So if a restaurant is using it, they're choosing a game and they're paying monthly just to have a game running, and they manage it any way they want, and that's per game.
Yeah.
And it will have a cap of how many players. So if they reach that cap, then they can pay to upgrade. But as far as keto or whatever, you guys, I will just go right into my little thing and boop, and you guys make all you want. I want to play what you guys make. That'd be great.
And what is the benefit? So like what popped in my head, like you're saying restaurants, what popped in my head was, okay, like a lot of times they have these little tablets sitting at the table now. A lot of times they give it to the kids to play or whatever. So I'm thinking like, the kids could be playing a game while they're at the table.
Sure.
And maybe earning mom and dad a coupon towards whatever. I don't know what it benefits the restaurant other than having this additional perk.
Well, it's not secluded to their venue.
Right?
It's in the app. You can play from home.
Right.
And you're engaging with the content. So if the restaurant has their own food in the game or their own offerings, especially the ones like a puzzle, you're actually memorizing it. You're going to sit there and you're going to want the thing. And then you're going to earn a hamburger. Then you're going to earn that coupon that's going to make you go to the place to use the coupon. So
I got
it's kind of like that.
It's time spent on the app. Well, I often say they've been through like AARP has these apps. A lot of the older folks, because that's what AARP is for. They want them engaging and playing these games, and they give them rewards, right? But it's kind of baby stepping them into getting used to using the digital asset space, and they don't even really realize it. So, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. There's Red Candle Killer. Oh, how fun is that? Huh? Yeah. I love it. I love it. Yep, guys, go check it out. ConsumerBreak.com. You can find it. I found it in the Breakery, in the Exploring the Apps. And then you can go in. There's Puzzle Break, Jump Break.
Yep.
Miscellaneous
That's
apps.
Cool.
That's fantastic.
It's just the beginning. Like I say, it's beta. Finally, it's ready enough for others to even try to use it more than just tinkering. So that's exciting. But I'm picturing, let's just for a quick minute, a bigger vision goal is, it's not just these games. I have like 10 games. The point is we're going to keep making games and apps, and it's a marketplace. A brand, any brand can create a task and make it a custom task. And if they want something specific, if they want a specific custom game for their own brand or a custom, any app, any integration at all, they can just post it here. And now we have users, builders. I want builders, vibe coders too. And they get in there. Now they can look at the task and see the requirements, and they can actually build the apps and submit the apps. And then I'll have it set up to where it's like experience based, because everyone also has a profile. All the users, they all have little profiles. They have their stats, all the things they did. If they built apps, their apps are on there. The more experienced builders are going to be auditing the lesser builders. And they're building the apps for these businesses. And then once the business likes what they see, they approve it. It's all sandboxed in, so it goes fluently. Just kind of like an Upwork, but much cheaper and faster for the brand. And then all the builders that worked on it will be getting paid intermediately by how they were involved. And if they make an app that's templated like the way these are, where you can replace content, then that app can also go into the library for anyone to use, and then those builders will be getting a kickback when that app is used again. So that's kind of like a bigger future vision, but it's like it's going there. We need more users. We need y'all. We need y'all to get in here.
I just noticed we can share Dip-a-Toe Show's profile.
Yeah.
This is your personal referral link. You both get 100 chips when friends join.
There you go. So, we got referrals. You have a profile like this, so it shows you all your things, your tasks. We have your store items, a leaderboard of. Oh, look. Susan Roblin. Hey, what up, Susan?
Whoa, Susan Roblin. Watch out. She is a real winner. Like literally, she will win everything all the time. Straight up.
Let's go, Susan.
And as we go, I want I'll be building it with users. So just like any kind of product, with the way I've learned everything, it sure as heck helps building when you have a community and you're doing it together. That's the whole spirit of Web3. So as you guys
Right.
are doing things and you can think of improvements, or if you're a brand and you want more specific things in your own account to make things, just holler and let's do it all together. That's what it's about.
Let's go. I love it. I love it. Is there anything else you want to show? Share screening for?
No, not for now. Well, let's table that for now. Yeah, let's hear
All
about the other
right.
fella.
All right. John, are you ready, sir? Let's go.
Yeah, all good. Unfortunately, like I was trying to use my laptop, but we were having technical difficulties with the mic or whatever, so I would have been able to share my screen. But
I can share it. I could share the website for you if you'd like. If you want me to do that,
yeah, you can if you want to go to variumlabs.com. Now if you click, there is a button on there. So the variumlabs.com is just like basically our information. We have like our white paper, actually our black paper on there. Because it started out, there was kind of like a mystery project actually to a lot of people when it first came out, and that was what caught a lot of people's attention. The way it was launched, there was the dev was actually leaving clues and hints and riddles inside transactions.
Oh,
So a lot of people don't know about that, other than like the early alpha wolves that were in the chats, like Smokey and Canella and Moonstone, myself, Gil, JJ. Let's see, who else? Actually, Pips, who's running the Scent project. I don't know if you know Pips, but he's like another dev. A lot of us were early on, even though like I said, I do know the dev. In the beginning, I didn't, I was right there with everybody else, just like finding these clues. And so because it was kind of a secret project, he went with the black paper instead of the white paper. So the variumlabs.com has like all the information like that. If you want to link through like an MCP tool, like link your own AI to our MCP toolkit, that's there's a link there, and then there's a link to the decks. Now the decks currently, you do need 5 of our NFT alpha wolves to access it, because we've been in beta testing. It's kind of been a way to control the beta testing. Essentially, we didn't want to just open it up completely and just have a whole, if there hasn't been too many issues. For the most part, we've been smoothing everything out, but there's a way to kind of control that, give our early holders kind of like access to the AI and to the decks. But I don't know, like anybody.
Can I back you up a little bit?
Yes.
So variumlabs.com. I kind of want to have the audience know what it is. So when you look at the website, immediately it says, we build the middleware, the stage proves it. And it says VariumX is the AI middleware between distributed ledgers and AI system. The Varium Dex and Odin AI are the live stage where it performs. XRPL, first ledger, agnostic by design. 3 USPTO provisionals, 124 MCP tools, 4646 XRPL coverage. So that's when you go to there, that's what you see. Can you, for just the layman person, anybody that's interested in this product, what is it?
Yeah. So, all right. So kind of like earlier when I was telling you, I come from like a trading background. Anybody that's been on crypto for a while and you've been trading, you've been rugged, right? Everybody's been rugged, or even if you haven't been rugged, you get into a project and it doesn't do well, whatever. So when you start to trade, you eventually start to learn these skills of, combing through block explorers and checking wallets and doing all this stuff, right? And that stuff takes time. And a lot of times by the time you do that, you either miss something, or you say, forget it, I'm not going to do it, I'm just going to ape in, and then you regret that you didn't do your research, right? So it started with, essentially again, in the beginning, when we were getting those messages, it was all about learning how to read the blockchain, right? That was what the goal was. The dev was helping us understand what we were doing behind the button clicks, right? It was not just pressing a button. We wanted to understand what was actually happening. So,
That's fantastic.
right. So it started out, and again, we actually were X on XRPL originally, which is why our token is still X, and we were an LLC listed out of Wyoming. But we ran into some copyright issues with the name, so we ended up dropping the LLC and that name, and we switched over to Varium Labs Incorporated. So we are actually an incorporation out of Wyoming still. We are also part of a DUNA, a decentralized unincorporated nonprofit association, with some of the guys from H Suite. They are built that wallet that are bringing the HBAR guys over. I actually was talking on Buva's space like almost a year ago about like smart nodes and all this type of stuff. Anyway, so what it is AI, like it says, the DEX is kind of just like a MCP, if you would. It's like a way to show you the capabilities of what the AI can do. But there's so much data on a blockchain that most AIs can't really comprehend it fully. So they need special tools built for them. And there are devs out there that probably built their own custom, pathways essentially that they can have their AI interact with the blockchain. So that's really what it is. It's the infrastructure for the AIs to actually take that data and turn it into a story for you to understand easily.
Right.
Nice.
Right. Whether that's tracking a dev wallet and how many tokens they've launched and rugged or launched and did well, or tracking and seeing what your top holders, which wallets made money, which wallets didn't make money, the percentage of people, all those intricate details that you can find out, and all the data is all there. It's all on the chain, right? It's just combing through it, taking the time to comb through it. And then most of us, including myself, like I said, I'm a trader, I'm a blue collar guy. Like, I learned how to read block explorers. I did learn how to do this stuff, but it's still painstakingly annoying. And who really wants to do it? Like, I don't. You know what I mean?
That's so relatable, bro. Oh, I feel the pain on that. I feel the pain. Yeah.
So with our developer being a cybersecurity expert by profession, he's worked for the federal government. He's literally a white hat hacker by day, which is why his anonymity is what it is. It's and maybe someday, if everything goes everything goes well, and which is the plan, to like become this full time on this project and company, he could come out. But right now, with his professional life, that's really important to keep him anonymous.
Yep.
But
Come on the Dip and Toe show if you ever decide to show your face. Just saying. Let us.
He will. When that time comes, because I really do believe in the project. I believe in the dev. So essentially, from being on his standpoint and seeing, all the, like I said, we were trading on XRPL. We were trading all them tokens that were being launched. We were bear holders. We held bags. We, like all that stuff. All these emotions and things that everybody's gone through on this ledger, we were a part of that. And we really wanted to give the people the ability to see what he sees, right? Because like a lot of times there would be things and we would see things and like, sometimes it's fishy, but you do it anyway. But essentially, watching other people lose their XRP because of a bad investment or something hurts
heartbreaking.
Us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So we wanted to give people that ability to pull the curtain back and really understand what's going on. And Odin AI is the ability to do that, to take that data. You can ask him a question and he will answer it for you in simple terms. And not only answer it to you, it's not just a chat bot over top of a block explorer. It is, custom tools and railways for these AIs to understand it, and not, because AI will hallucinate, right? So Anyway, that's what it's there to do. And
I
yeah.
I have one question.
Man, my AI is high right now. It is super high right now. I don't know where we went.
Yeah,
Like,
I did
no,
not
man.
ask you that. I did not ask you that. So is it the wolves? Is that where he was hiding the messages in, or was it a different NFT?
No, so it wasn't the NFTs. It was when the original tokens were launched for like the X token. So if you basically you can find these messages still if you go to when the X on XRPL token was launched, and you can track the devs wallet's transactions because there was like some burns that take place. So just pay attention to like when the transactions happened, like the time, like certain times. They correlate with, because actually when the reason we became the Alpha Wolves was actually a community thing, because one of our first major pumps was on a wolf moon, full moon. So that's kind of how the
Oh.
Alpha Wolves became a thing.
Right on.
Right. So it's all been community driven. The Telegram chat was all the community, just, you know, trying to figure out what was going on, because originally there was no like roadmap. It was just this token. It was launched really cool there, and then like the dev transactions were hiding these messages. So it's in the transactions of the dev wallet that you can find the messages and like memos and stuff like that within the transactions. And again, you would want to look at like the times and dates that they happened. All that stuff all has like little hints and mysteries and stuff within there that the dev was kind of winking and nodding at us. And then we even, Smokey had started doing, I think it was like every Friday night, it was kind of like a mission the dev had tasked us to kind of like get this feel. We all started watching Mr. Robot in the Discord. We would have like movie night.
Show. Oh, that was my favorite.
Yes. Right. So that's like our, you know, like I said, like we're here to try to protect the ledger. We really are, like, or, you know, the goal is to, we don't have to, once people have these tools, you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to ask a simple question. You don't have to be a, you know, a super knowledgeable crypto bro to check the blockchain. You can be an day person and go to Varium Labs and ask Odin, what am I looking at? Where's this project? You know, what are they doing? It'll give you risk score analysis, wallet breakdowns, forensics, all these different things. We can get more into that in a little bit. You know, like we have so many cool things layered into this for ways to give back to the community. It's really so much. It's so much.
There's two things. One, Josh Hamza, Mr. Hamza, welcome to the Dip Toe Show. Says, does it track accounts a given wallet has activated? Can it?
Yeah. So like one thing for like me, I can go on my my wallet and I can check my portfolio. And if I go to like my full I can like view my portfolio, and I can also check a full portfolio, and it actually I saw wallets on there that I didn't realize I had. Well, actually, I guess it was because they ended up being wallets that I activated, because they would be people that I got to be like, hey, you want to get involved in XRP or whatever. I'd get them to download a wallet, and then I'd send them XRP to activate their wallet. And that was actually tied to my wallet and stuff like that, because they were wallets that I still activated.
These were all early mistakes that we made, realizing we should not be activating other people's wallets, but that's a whole nother story.
Right, exactly. But yeah, like but yes, it tracks wallets that are activated. And then for the wallet trees and wallet trackers, so that's all there. You can see.
You want me to?
Yeah.
You want me to bring it?
Yeah, I really wish my laptop would have worked, because I would have brought you guys onto the actual decks and showed you guys the wallet trees and everything. You might be able to kind of get a view of I did create a video on my Twitter that like does kind of go through some of this. If you want to, I don't know how long it is, but there is because I basically did a screen share and created a video and shared it on my Twitter like maybe a week or two ago. That does kind of do a quick breakdown. It like shows the whole platform.
Is it in your highlights by any chance?
Let me see.
It's not.
No, probably not. It's just
I've got the website pulled up. And
yeah, keep going down. It's not that much. No, keep going down. Sorry.
no worries.
So yeah, there's like my technical analysis and stuff like that. There's some of our Alpha Wolf NFTs. And that's that. Those are all hand drawn, by the way, by an actual. They weren't AI generated. They were hand drawn by an artist. It was his first NFT collection. He actually went through a pretty serious time when he was doing the drawing, and the NFT project actually really helped him get through that.
Those are beautiful.
They are.
Beautiful. Let me see it. I want to go down a little bit further. I actually thought I was still on your website. I didn't realize I was sharing my scrolling of the screen. I didn't mean to. I did not mean to.
Right. I think that's it right there.
All right.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Let's go. Let me try to. And actually, the problem though is there sound with this?
There is sound with it, but it's just a song. It's just a song,
okay.
but
Right.
it does make it cool. It says Odin gave his own eye for wisdom, so you don't have to. Varium Labs Inc. X on XRPL. I am X. Are you?
Let's go. I think if I won't play the
Don't worry about it, but you can kind of.
Right. I'll let it.
I'll just talk anyway. You can see like this is like our market brief here. Those are prediction markets on there. Those are XRPL amendments down at the bottom. You got liquidation levels, fear and greed index. This is the XRPL marketplace. This actually has changed a little bit, but you can see that's an NFT marketplace. You can see analytics on NFTs. You can ask Odin about an NFT collection. Those are some automated questions that come up. Obviously, you can create your own, but we just gave some for people, like just the basic ones that a lot of people seem to ask. Some charts, the trading. You got your order books, AML, and it has changed a little bit because this is still in beta. Those different colors, see right there, it says the color-coded volume risk scores. So we basically can check the volume on a token and tell if it's like artificial churn or if it's like organic. We even have a color, like blue is like whales are picking it up. You can see right there on the right, it's hard to read what he's answering in that video, but that's Odin on the side there. You can ask him questions.
So
yes,
I did pause the video to give you time to chat about this. So basically what I'm seeing here is it's pulling in all the different tokens and whatnot. It's giving it a score, whether in a color, whether it's a high risk or low risk or whatever. And then off to the side, if you click on one, you can ask the AI, what is bear? Just like I'm going to be asking you, what is this? What is that? You can ask it and it will pull available information to give you a gist of what you're looking at here, right?
Yes. And the colors don't mean that token is overall good or bad, right? It's just because volumes are constantly changing. So if there's a token that it could have been a project that's been around for a long time, but maybe they haven't had a lot of volume in a while, and you have some local wallets that are doing a bunch of like wash trading or whatever, it will identify that and it will show up as like wash trading or churn. So you just know like, okay, like this token's got a lot of volume right now. Let's see, is it actually like organic, or are they just doing some flimflammery to try to make it look like something's happening? There's yellow, which is kind of like red's the higher risk. It's like the churn. Yellow's like not saying it's bad or not, but it's like just something to keep an eye on. Green is organic, and then blue is whales are picking it up. And we did change that UI a little bit. It's not fully highlighted now, but yeah.
What's this section here?
So this is just when you click on it, like I clicked on bear token, and now you can click, trade or the AMMs. So this is actually the AMM page. So you can look at like holder distribution, or like the AMM distribution. Those are charts for your XRP and token distribution within the AMM liquidity pools. You can place AMM orders there for adding to liquidity pools or the automated market makers. And this is really interesting down here. That's called wallet clusters. So that's like when you have different wallets that are clustered together. And this is the forensics page putting, so like a lot of times there'll be wallets like Josh was asking earlier about, like wallets that have like your parent wallet and children wallets. They'll have like multiple wallets that are all holding the token. These are different wallet clusters that it shows you the different clusters, and then you can click on the cluster and you can see all the different wallets, and then you can identify them and go over for deeper forensics if you want. Check out wallet trees. And again, some of this UI has changed a little bit since then already. We have changed a little bit. You can check a wallet. You can filter the different types of transactions, payments, all that different. This is our burn page. So this is very interesting. So that shows you if you're like an NFT holder, so Odin, because it is AI and we are querying the internet, he's pulling info from Twitter, Instagram, he's pulling internet from almost everywhere in the blockchain. So it does have a cost associated with that. We did buy our own, we have our own servers. We run nodes. We run a full validator node, full history node, which is almost fully backed up now. But anyway, so anybody can go to Varium Labs when we go public, and you'll use XRP to pay for your query, right? And it's like 0.195 XRP. It's very cheap. I put like 10 XRP in and I get like 60 queries, which is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. And as an NFT holder, you will get a discount on those queries. And then you'll also, every time you query Odin, that XRP will buy our X token and burn it. And then you get a little 10% rebate airdrop to your wallet. So you get a little bit of that back in X token. And this is our leaderboard that is tracking the people that have been burning, right? So we'll have there's 4 different milestones on that burn until we get to 589 million tokens burn, which is almost about half the supply, or actually a little bit over half the supply. And when we hit each one of those milestones, if you're in first, second, or third place, you'll be able to win up to 100% of your XRP back via an X drop.
Wow.
So if you're first place, you can get all of it back. If you're second place, you can get 75% of it back. And if you're in third place, you can get 50% of it back. So it's incentivizing people to, if you're using it a lot, you get a chance to get your XRP back. It won't be XRP, it will be an X token, but yeah. And that's just a trading page. You got your trending tokens again with the and there's also up to the right, there's like a social tab. And there are more advanced tools on the way. We are working with TradingView. So that's right now, that's just for like the beta demo, but TradingView will be integrated for all this. So you'll be able to use all the TradingView tools on the site. So this is, like I said,
you're kind of like pulling in, I don't know if Oracle is the right word or whatever. You're pulling in like the data from elsewhere, right? And bringing it into your area so that someone could come in and have a dashboard to do all the things that they could possibly want to do, and including analysis.
Well, so we're pulling all the blockchain, all the blockchain data. We're pulling directly off our nodes, right? Okay. So we get it, like as soon as it comes on, we're getting that. Now the social stuff, like as far as Twitter and things of that nature, that's all coming from just like Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Just like any other AI is pulling it from the internet, which is where that kind of brings it all together, because you can check community sentiment along with volume and different transactions with the AI. And that's where you start to get the hallucinations from AI. You never really know where the data is coming from necessarily. So our MCP toolkit is going to allow other people that have AIs, if you have your own Claude bot or something like that, you can basically plug in through our MCP toolkit that, as you saw on the page, we have we have some patents pending right now. They're provisional patents pending for that. And Yeah, and that's just that toolkit's gonna continue to expand, but essentially other people will be able to kind of query and do these own things with their own AI if they use our MCP toolkit. So the goal is not necessarily to get everybody to come to our decks, it's actually to showcase the capabilities so that other projects or platforms can say, you know what, we don't feel like doing all this groundwork of building out all this infrastructure. We're just going to use Varium Labs' MCP tool, plug into theirs, and then, you know, obviously there's going to be a fee for that because we have, like I said, there's servers and all these different things that do cost money to run, but it saves people a lot of time and development and all these things to do it that way.
Very cool. I'm going to finish this up. This is just the beginning. Varium Labs Inc. Let's go. Let's see. Let me remove that and get back here. That was a great overview that you did. It definitely showed people the kind of the gist of what your website is. Anything else you want to share about that? I'm trying to look for the site again so I can bring it up. I'm trying to figure out how you and Consumer Break, you guys can kind of collaborate in some way.
Oh,
you know?
I mean, we can make a campaign and teach people what you do. You know what I really like, without being super techie, the aspect that because I'm not techie, right? And that goes for anyone that doesn't know what they're looking at on the Block Explorer, could go and ask your bot, and that's gonna make it easy for the simple person to even get. That's awesome. That, you know, that helps me. That now I can go. They'll help me go do research. Let alone like people that are less knowledgeable, people coming in from Web 2. That's the type of stuff they need. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to collab. We can do something.
So I do have a question regarding this. So currently it's XRP, you're doing the XRPL, correct? As of right now. Do you have any
right
plans
now,
to integrate other chains?
Yes. Absolutely. We're that's why one of the first things it says is we are the tech is agnostic. We started on XRPL. I think the next stepping stone is going to be HBAR. And really, the only reason we've decided to go HBAR next is because we have some connections over there. But I also have connections on AVAX as well. So like I was kind of hoping to like go AVAX or Solana because I got some boys over Solana too that are building some pretty cool stuff. But so it's up in the air at the moment. There's no definitive like which chain we're going to next. But yeah, the idea is to like kind of expand and continue running nodes on different chains so we can get that direct access and continue to train and build these MCP toolkits out so that eventually people's AI can be like, bro, they got that ultimate like chain tool that you can just plug in and freaking just ask it anything and it'll tell you where the money came from, Ethereum to AVAX to bop. And then you can take all that info and be like, well, that wallet that drained me, here you go, cybercrime.
That's where I was gonna go next. That's literally where my next question was okay.
Yes.
So you got the theft thing. How about smart contracts? I know there's not smart contracts directly on XRPL, right? But are you guys gonna be obviously if you go to other chains, you know, that do have smart contracts? I assume the Odin will be learning about those as well, investigating how legit these smart contracts are, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, so we haven't got to that point yet, but yes, we would. That would 100% be like. So you could essentially, because like one of the features of Odin right now is actually like phishing scams and stuff like that. Like, so if you are using the platform, you can say somebody sends you a link or something like that. Right now, you can copy that link and put it into Odin, and he'll let you know if it's malicious, whether that's an NFT offer. All those people were getting scammed with those NFT offers. You could take that and you can put it in there. It'll say, nope, don't mess with this, or it'll say you're good. Same thing will go for smart contracts as well. Yeah.
Dude. That is major. That is absolutely major. Here on the Dipito Show, I'm telling you right here, right now, Melissa always finding the gems before they are gems. Like, this is huge to be able to do that. I mean, I've studied blockchain and I'm still learning every day, but I get people that call me all the time that have been hustled out of their stuff, and I mean, it's not fun phone calls. It's not. They're not. And to be able to, if I had this right here, I could go. Let me see. Bam. What you got? Boom. Here, and I could be on a call with them and say, okay, here it is. Okay, there's the evidence. Boom, and Sinfin, there you go. It's hot right now. They're going to this exchange. They use this. They use this. They use this. I mean, you can make phone calls of these exchanges with having all that info. Here it is. It's in a file. See you. Yeah.
Yep.
That's glorious, my man. It's glorious.
Yeah, we so with legally what we can do.
Sure.
We have to stop at the sex, and then the sex has to handle it from there.
Right.
But anyway, if somebody needed something,
sure,
we can find out just about anything.
Cool.
So that's why like I have all the faith in the world in this project. We're going all in on this thing.
God, that's got to be so exciting for you. I mean, even for me, I'm like, if I just have, I mean, like, listen to your journey. Like, I'm like, bro, you literally stumbled into the right room, and all this time you just been being who you are and who you be, and these individuals have likened to you because you just real normal person, normal dude, ain't trying to hustle nobody about nothing. And then here you are, you're like, you are like chest deep in this project that is going to bring more truth and light to the blockchain, because I mean, I've spent hours on the blockchain, I'm sure as you have, and of course those that you're associated with. You can get lost, and you're like, wait a minute, we're back up 2 things, and you're just like, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I'm ready to have one. I need one right now. I need to maintain. I mean, that's great, because we definitely need that. We've definitely needed that at our disposal being here, because that's just a huge tool to have. If we're taking our financial wealth back into our own hands, we're reclaiming this for our financial freedom. We definitely need tools and platforms like that to assist us going forward, man. I just got goosebumps talking about that, man. That's dope. I like that, man.
Because
awesome.
The goal, right, is to onboard people, and nobody. Sure. The future is not here when you can't. If I can't trust that I'm gonna hook my mom up with a, and don't get me wrong, my mom bought Bitcoin and XRP and all that, but like she just holds it, and that's like it. You know what I mean? But like, like
baby
SK
step number
was actually. SK was on this show a couple months ago. He wrote the book. He, and he was drained. So he's like very passionate about, like this. And that was one of the things that brought him on to like the project with us and stuff, because, we've all known people or been victims of these things. The goal is to make it safer for not only the people that are here now, but the people that come in that don't have that. You might not have to have that savvy. You can have tools like this and Odin that will help guide you and walk you through the trenches.
Yep.
I'd like to know from Breakman, because he's an OG. You're an OG, Breakman. You've been in this space for a while. You said yourself you're not a super techie person, but you've been here. What does a project like this mean to a person like yourself? Like, does it inspire you? Are you saying like, I wish I would have had this, 5 to 6 years ago? What is the impact on your thinking?
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of like what I was just said earlier, and then what you guys just mentioned with the verifying a fish message. Yeah, you get so much of that. And you've been here for a while, you get to understand like, the cold Discord DM is crap. But people coming in don't understand that. If there's just something like that they could just ask, or even without the fish message, but just the block explorer, like what we're saying, just looking at it and then asking it and having that assistant tell you as you're going, Yeah, of course it would help me a whole bunch years ago. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm techie, but I'm not a developer. All my developing is using the AI. Now I also, by the way, I do have friends that are auditing my thing, so I have been listening to you guys' spaces and how important it is. Um, and then I don't do DeFi and trading, so having that tool to go through it for you without depending on
Oh
a
yeah,
person
it's
and trying to
huge.
reach
It's
out and
huge. It's
talk to a person that then you don't know if you can trust and all that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it's
well,
awesome.
I mean, well, and this is the thing too. You're saying like the parallels I'm seeing between between the two. You have been able to do so many more things since this AI has kind of evolved. Like you said, you did what you've worked your butt off for years. You did in a couple of days, or
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
insane.
like
It's
I mean,
crazy.
and to be able to see your inspiration come to life, boom, it's there. Somebody has a suggestion, you can make it, you
Yeah.
can do it. And I
Back in the
see,
day, whenever I was that guy. I was the one like, just do this thing. But same thing with a user. If a user asks me, or if there's a bug, oh, this is a bug, I would have to email the devs, and they would take a week or two to fix it and charge me hundreds, if not over 1,000, for that. I'm
yeah.
literally just boop, 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 and I have it a minute later now. I've been doing it all week, like making Claude Fable churn the script. It's my dream, and yeah, it's so much more impactful for me because of that. Because I've been through literally more than a decade working with 6 different development teams that didn't work out, and now I'm just like it just totally changed everything.
you're so
Yeah,
Love it.
empowered.
yeah,
It's very empowering, isn't it?
yeah,
For those that have the time, and then just even like you still need those folks that know
yeah.
and tools like this
There's
that
also
can
a,
analyze it, right? That there's nothing crappy hidden in the code, you know
right,
what I mean,
right.
to
There's
compromise
also
people
a
and
lot
that sort of
of
thing.
knowledge coming with the AI. So as having the chatbot, we're learning when we don't know things, we ask and we do it step
Yes.
by step.
Yep.
Like even strategy. Like now I can generate an entire business plan now. And I'm like, all right, now change the pricing and change this model. Back in 2016, we did this for months to try to get to type something out. It's crazy.
I'm going to tell you what, it's so much easier to find the information on my
Yeah.
guests
And-
when I'm doing my research on who
That's
I
right.
want to come on the show. I can look and I can do my due diligence and kind of check out, you guys
I do.
that come
I do
on
want to
here.
add the Web3 community mentality is also such a huge factor because I was doing this alone the whole time. The whole, my dad. I never had like other builder friends that would just be like that
Right.
would give me that would help. It didn't exist. Uh, and
Right.
now that is also a big deal. Is I'm working with people like Free World or others or developers like multiple developers that I can send my repos to and they will audit it, or even just learning from them, going to the spaces and listening to Grape and some of them got me to put it into my Claude. Hey, look for this and this and this and this, and then I have it re-audit my stuff over and over, and just doing that has fixed so many things because I learned it from like the developers, just because I was
The
like,
people that
just because I
know,
was
right?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, audits are very, very important, bro. Like I love AI, and it gives us the tools and the ability to do these things. Like you said, I agree with everything you said. Just make sure you audit and audit and audit, because security is always number one. At least in our eyes, that's how we handle it. And I love what you're building, and I would like to. We'll have some discussions about what we can do, because I know at some point we're gonna like really push on the marketing at some point when we're ready. So I really do like that. I do have a question for you. Are you planning on? So I didn't. Maybe you said it or not when you were going through everything, but is there like a token? Like, is the XP points like going to be a token that people earn, or is it just kind of like a reward system, or how's that work out?
Yeah. I did not go into that. Currently, it's 100% Web 2. It's only Web 2 with the option to go and sign up with a Zamen wallet and put in your your own NFTs or your own tokens into the rewards. But the actual chips themselves is virtual points. And yeah, in the future, I want it to grow. I want to have high demand before I make my own token. I've even thought about my own token like years ago for other things, and I wound up doing NFTs. I'm just not. I need a tokenomics person. But yes, it would work very well when we have a lot of users and brands, and now the chips are also our own token, and we have use case for it, and the brands are purchasing it to then give it away, and all that kind of stuff can come in the future. But till then, it's like it's any other token. It could be XRP, it could be your own, but the brands are the ones that are just pushing it through the escrow. So it's not actually like ours. But it works both ways. The goal is to onboard Web 2 and then have the option to go Web 3 when they see all those benefits there. And we see that also on other things like our streaming and everything. All our stream integrations, it's Web 2 first, but then they see all these other people. It's like, what's this? Oh, these free things all they're getting. Well, how do we do this? And then that's how you get their wallet created. So that's how I'm trying to do it.
That's
Love it.
fantastic.
No, I think that's a great way to look at it, and really that's great, dude. Like, because the reward points, you could always, once you do start getting more users and more projects integrating your games and giving things away to people and stuff like that, as you grow, eventually you could kind of hint at like maybe okay, like your reward points could eventually end up equaling like an airdrop or something. Who knows, right? Like, people do love airdrops, so
Oh yeah, there's
I like what you're doing.
a lot of this is it's the
Yeah.
customization of it. So the brand, if the brand wants something, it's like we make it happen essentially. With me and Free World, it's awesome to have all this Web3 stuff, right? But we also understand that what percent of the world is using it right now compared to
Right.
what percent of the world is not.
Us.
So whenever we're gonna go now next week, starting already, and we're pitching it to Web2 restaurants, we're simplifying it. We're giving them a really simple account. They are uploading their media, their ads, their logos. It's auto creating their games, just like and then they treat it like a Google Ads thing. It's just like an ad, but the ad is a game. And then they have their coupons, so their coupons get delivered. So there's not even any chips or stores involved when we're talking to these like restaurants. But it's custom. It works for any type of brand. It could be big ones. It could be little creators. Whatever we want to do, that's the way I'm wanting it to be. And then if the features are not there, they can request them. That's part of it. So they just go and make a task, and I want this custom thing for me, and then like they could have that. So.
I love it. Huh? If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, FML, you got here a little late. Did you see? Hold on. Can you show my screen again real quick? I got you in a game here, Florida man. Hold on. We're like, actually, let's go to the right here. It's on the Free World website. If you go to the freeworld.com, go to the event section. And me and Farhan and Jumby, we made a game here that features much of the community for XRP Cancun. So look at that. Look, we got us a platformer.
I'm in a bikini, by the way. That's not going to happen in Cancun. Just saying.
There he is. There's
But
the
he
guy
got
with his
you like
lawnmower. Anyone else that hasn't seen it? Hey, what do you think? You can create it's self-serve, so you can create your own campaigns and your own tasks. Like I said earlier, we have tasks of like videos and clicks and like social things, but then there's also games. So currently there's already almost 10 games. Let's just, without like showing a demo of them, I'll name them off. Tell me which ones you like the best here. I got, the jigsaw puzzle. The jump break is like Mario. I got Pong, classic Pong. Bingo.
Oh.
Space Fighter has the little ship that shoots
Space
things.
Fighter. I want to see that one.
Memory cards, like matching memory. Trivia
That's
with
good.
custom trivia questions. Snake, scratch offs. Pac-Man, Flappy Bird, a recipe crafting game, and a first-person shooter. Oh, look at this one real quick.
So you have scratch offs too. So somebody could create their own scratch off game, kind of like what Lucky Hash has got going on.
Kinda, yeah. It doesn't currently work by the way, the Lucky Scratch Off is awesome. I'm featured in there too. So I love the idea where you scratch off something and then you can instantly get that prize, you know? I don't have that built in, but like, yeah, that's the concept. My scratch off is it shows a picture and then you have to find the picture as fast as you can through the scratch off. And then it gives you another one and you get points. But yeah, let's show you a few more here.
He says it looks awesome. And it's rad.
So, all right, so Space Break. I don't, they're still in testing. I would show you some final ones, finished ones, but here, these are arts that we made on stream, so I can just like select all of them here, like that, boop, boop, boop.
You know I'm going to create a game with my token, right?
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
You have a token?
Oh, I bet I've got my little dip-a-toe guy. I got my little dip-a-token character that I'm going to do a lot of stuff with.
Yeah. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
She's got Jam the token.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this will be great.
All right, I know I'm taking a little bit here because I'm uploading, but that's how it works. So then you can go and test it. Oh no, we got a bug! Oh, I can't show it. Oh no!
Don't show the bugs. This is
We're
real
still
life,
in beta,
people.
you guys. We're in beta.
The bugs are bad and good.
No
I think
worries.
I have to re-sign in, but anyway, we'll show you.
No worries.
Next week it's going to be more polished. All the games will work, and the automated tokens and NFTs will work next week. So I have Zaman. The Zaman login already works. You can go and create an account using your Zaman login, and that is your auth. And then as a brand creator, you would go into your store and you could put it, like I said, you put in NFTs tokens. That is not quite working, but it will be. And then it's automated. So once you do that, it's in our wallet. And then later when people redeem them, they automatically get it.
I love it.
But also you could put custom items. So if you want a custom item that you manually deliver, you just put that up and do that. That's great for exchanges of points. I love that idea is you have all these projects that have their own rewards points. Especially now in Vibe Code land, now I have friends that are making their own point systems. We can work together, and now you put your points in my store, or maybe vice versa. Maybe I'll put my chips in your store, and now it's user choice. So here next week, for example, the stream team I'm on is Fam Guild. They just created an arcade of their own with their own point system. All right, I'm putting in a campaign, and then right in their store is their points. And then people can redeem the chips for their points and then go use it on their site. So it's fully custom. It's whatever people want to use it, however they want to use it. The point is,
we all go farther when we work together like this.
Yeah. The point is gamification of brand content and very much collaboration over competition, which is a Web3 mentality, right? I love that. So imagine when we have a lot of creators here, a lot of different campaigns, a lot of games. Now we're also going to cross them over a lot. Now I'm going to make tournaments that combine games and things like that. Even Web 2, imagine like numerous restaurants in one city, and they can choose to make it local if they wanted local. But now you can have like 2 restaurants with a running tournament together, and they have events at both venues together. The point is they're working together to get more people in everywhere. It's kind of like bringing the Web3 concept out into the real world. But that's kind of like how to look at it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. We have about 15 minutes left. I do want to give John an opportunity if you have anything else that you'd like to share regarding Varian Labs, and then I have some other questions for you guys.
I guess, I mean, for the most part, you guys got the gist of it. The idea is, we're building the rails for the AI to, accurately pull the data from the blockchain and make it in a nice, easy, compactable, understandable language for people. We got the NFT collection. They holding those NFTs are going to be very valuable. There's going to be, basically, if you hold one in the future, you'll get a DAO vote for any type of decisions down the road, like on our treasury, whether we send people to like XRP Vegas or this or that or whatever. So the NFTs give you discounts. They'll give you DAO votes in the future. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
His phone. I think
He
his phone
said he
finally
was
died.
having trouble with his phone.
Yeah, he said the phone's dying. I'm in the truck. I got it. And
Yeah, that happens to me.
I like
that
his
happens
duck
to me.
face frozen.
I know. I'm gonna remove him until he comes back. If he's able to come back, we've got about 15 minutes or so. So when he comes back, we'll continue on with what he was trying to say. But until then, you being an OG in the space, I would like to know what is your advice to anyone that is thinking of dipping their toe, whether they just want to learn about crypto and maybe participate with it, or if they actually want to build. What advice would you give someone?
Sure. A few weeks ago you had XRP Man. You asked him that. Man, I loved his response because you can talk about the good, and the excitement, but there's so much struggle also that can come along the way, especially if you're trying to build like a startup. You're going to have a struggle also. You're going to learn so much. You're going to fail at first. To me, I've been at it for so long. The thing is for me is my vision is so strong. My dream is so big that there is no stopping it. So whenever things come, it's like you just have to adapt. If you have to believe it, you have to want it to do it. You have to have fun doing it. I love building. I love streaming. So by me doing this for 15 years and I'm still trying to make a living, that's because I love it so much and I'm passionate. And when you don't know things, you can learn them. You take it step at a time. And that's even before AI. Mm-hmm. Now it's a lot easier, you guys. Woo! But even way back then, my dad would treat it like that all his life, before the internet. If he wants to do something, he'll figure out what the first step is. He used to call professionals. What's my first step? And then he'll do those first steps. And then you'll go on to the next step. And that is how you build. And now you can do that with AI. You can just just learn as you go. And as far as crypto, like the best thing is to network with all these wonderful people. Get onto these spaces, listen to what they have to say, soak it in, ask the questions, make yourself known. If you're a builder, come on. If you're going to build something, get on the spaces. Tell them, hey, this is what I'm doing. Here's what I got. You guys want to help? All that. Because there is a community here that wants people to build things, especially if you're going to do it on the ledger that people want. We all want more things being built that people will use. It can be scary, but there is support in that community and through the AI to be able to do that. Along the way, financial is a big thing. So I've spent so much money too along the way. Nowadays, that is also so much easier. So you don't have
You're not spending money like you want.
For me to pursue an idea like the puzzle game, back then it was like, we're going all out. We're getting investors. We're getting tens of thousands of dollars just to try to see if this ideal can be developed. And now we can get past that phase for free. We can have an MVP and a prototype. We can get people to use it all for free. And then you work up from there. It's like, so really prime time. That is prime time. That's it.
I will say, I came home tonight to a young man in my yard named Carter. I don't know if he's watching the show. I hope that he is, because I told him about the Dip a Toe show, and he was like, "You have your own channel, and what do you talk about?" And I told them, and I'm like, "I'm going live in 40 minutes, my friend." But I shout out to Carter. He's a young man. He's doing his associate's degree at a community college right now. And we were kind of talking about it, and I'm like, the opportunities are as such right now that you don't necessarily need a college degree. And anybody with a dream and a vision, especially these young folks, they are in such an incredible position right now because there are the folks like you, like John Vucci, like XRP Man and FML and Stone and Mr. Zam and all of the builders that we've had on this show, Optimistic Prime, you name it. There are people that have been here for a while that are very helpful. And, so even if you didn't have the technical expertise, like you're saying, Nate, you got a leg up now. You had your vision, and now you're able to build it. And then you have people that can help you. You connecting with Free World or someone
exactly.
like John.
Forehead says we're all artists doing our own different art, so let's combine all of our art together. That's right. If you're not good at marketing, maybe there's somebody in the community that wants to partner up and can do that part, or devs or whatever. And I just want to add another thing as far as a Web 2 person that doesn't know anything crypto and Web 3. This is a big thing that I preach in my streams. I'm trying to get it out there. And it's funny because I have a friend of mine from way back in high school, and I just started back in DMs with him last month because he wished me happy birthday. And he's like, "What have you been doing?" I'm like, "I'm a mad scientist. You want to learn about my mad science?" And I'm telling him all this stuff, and he's really into it and he's learning. But it's so important in my eyes for the average person to right now, 2026, get in here and start learning about what both Web3 and AI, and just learn about it. Just see because the thing is, it's not that people like my friend there, it's not that he's got a dream and he wants to be a startup owner, but he wants to escape the matrix, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't like his job.
Nope.
He understands that the world he's going to lose his job. And you don't have to be a startup builder to get into the space and start monetizing in different other ways. You can be a content creator without even knowing that you want to be one. You can find a niche in something you enjoy and that you like, and you can be a part of that community and start sharing things, and maybe you do start creating content, and all of a sudden you're learning more about Web3, and now that becomes monetized in different ways. And now 3 years, I'm telling everyone that I know, they don't listen, but 5 years from now, if you're doing that then, 5 years from now, when everything's all big, and now you're like, "Oh man, I want to escape the matrix," you're late to the party. It's gonna be a lot harder.
Jump on the horse, baby.
You get in early and start inspiring people, and you can escape and inspire others to also escape.
The sky is the
That's
limit. Welcome back, John Vucci. So two things. I would love for you to finish what you were saying, and then maybe end us out with some words of wisdom for someone who has been in the space for so long, such as yourself, recommending to anybody that's either interested in dipping their toe into crypto or potentially building something in the space. But first, I would like to hear what you were saying before you were so abruptly kicked out of the space.
Yeah, so I was mentioning was the NFTs. They do give you the discounts and all these different things, and a DAO vote in the future. So they're still minting on XRP Cafe. And right now, if you have 5 of them, you can go on to variumlabs.com and you can start using Odin and the platform. We will be We will be lowering that threshold here pretty soon. So you could, but yeah, so I would say at least get yourself at least one. But other than that, just follow me. You can follow the XDev or you can follow the Varium Labs. We even have an X1 XRP community, Twitter. We got a Telegram, a Discord. And if you are interested in trading and stuff like that, we even have a affiliate account with WeX and a trading bot and a Telegram there, which doesn't cost any money. You basically just use our affiliate link to sign up, and then you put your own money in your account, and then all the fees that are generated from that all goes back into our project. So we've been trying to find all these different ways to like generate funds outside of, just like normal token stuff. But other than that, just give us a follow. We're here. We've been building in the space for over a year. We've been in the space way, way, way longer than that. And this is just the very beginning. This is a grassroots project, and you really are getting ground level like access here on Dipito Show. And in a few years from now, you'll be looking back like that was one of the. Yes, that was the beginning of something great, because we are not stopping. We're going to continue to build, and we have a great team behind us. And whether it's skill or just being hard-headed, one or the other, we're not stopping. So, and as far as advice, I don't know, man. Just like branch out, be friendly to people, because like you really don't know. Like, try to learn new things. I learn things every day, whether it's in crypto or just like in life in general. I'm always staying open to different possibilities. Don't shut yourself out, because I would have never, ever in the world thought that I would be a part of a project like this, like a few years ago, ever. The possibilities in this space are endless. And even if, and I'm going to kind of piggyback off of Nate, what he says, like, this is the direction that the world is going in. And if you just start dipping your toe now, 5 years from now, you are going to be the OGs that people are looking up to. You, whether you fail or not, just do it. Just do it, because it's going to be experience. You're gonna learn something new. And maybe it's not your first project that succeeds. Maybe it's not your second project that succeeds. But eventually, if you just stick at it, it will. I mean, I don't necessarily believe we're all going to make it, right? But most people get cut off after that certain point. They're like, all right, this is getting too hard. I failed, I'm done, right? But those of us that stick through that hard period and continue to grind, it's like, it's just like charts, right? It's just like charting. When that sentiment's all the way down and people are saying Bitcoin's done and it's going to zero, that's when it shows up and it just starts going the other direction and the bulls are back in control. So, just follow your heart, I guess. I don't know. Keep learning, and we're in a great place to do it. It's a very young ecosystem as far as XRPL, and it's also very young crypto space in general. So the possibilities are endless.
The possibilities are endless.
Just do it! Yeah.
But seriously, for the young folks, out there, and the older folks, I mean, I'm not gonna stop myself from participating, right? But I just really do see a great opportunity for some of these younger folks to dip their toe into this and have the experience of folks like yourselves. Now, you're not that old either, but you are an OG. And an OG with some time. Well, maybe you don't have as much time, but most of you guys I've found in this space, particularly in the XRP ledger space, are very welcoming and helpful. And I'm going to say, guys, that ain't going to be the case forever. Like back in the day when we were learning how to HTML code our little stuff, and we were doing, there are people that were helping you, and then all of a sudden they just disappeared. All those platforms where you learn stuff for free disappeared. And right now you have everything at your fingertips that you could possibly want, including the people that would actually answer your questions. Because when you start dipping your toe into this space and you don't know anything, you don't trust AI. you don't trust half the stuff that you read on the internet, and you damn sure don't click links, right? And so, you need to get yourself into some of these communities and start meeting these people. And when you realize, hey, these people have been vetted with these people and whatnot, and you go to something like a Varian Labs and you can put a link in there and have it check it out, that it's going to be safe for you to whatever. I mean, you're not the only project that's doing that. There is a lot of other ones out there, and it's very inspiring to me. And I feel great that there are, because we need this in the world. We need people to be able to feel safe no matter what project resonates with them. The fact that you guys are moving in that same direction, recognizing these are the tools that the public are going to need. Consumer Break is building stuff to bring the people in, make it real easy. You're building the tools for the next level of folks that are in it, to be able to analyze these things and navigate safely. That's what I got. That's what I got out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to highlight too what you say about pivoting. Pivoting is a good thing. I had no idea I was going to be a live streamer at all. A lot of things I did. I had no idea I was doing. I had this idea way back then, and even now, what I'm doing now, it is still building on that idea, but it's so much more big and grand because of what I learned along the way. So when things bad happen, you learn from them, you take the goods. Feedback, I learned that along the way. I had in my head what I thought would be awesome. It's going to go viral. No, no. People tell me what they think. I'm like, oh, I didn't think that. You gotta listen to that community, and that's how you build it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you pivot. If it's gonna go a different direction, a different product because of it, that's called a pivot. But you got there because of that, and then you're still part of that. As long as you keep on going and keep that attitude. Take breaks if you need them. I'm someone that doesn't take breaks, even though I'm called Break Man.
I was gonna say you're called Break Man. What do you mean you don't?
I'll never stop. But if you have to stop and take breaks, it's fine. Just as long as you keep your head sane and get back in the boat.
Your mental health in check.
Then you're doing it right. Yep.
I want to thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. This has been a fantastic show. A couple of people are like, "This is the best show yet." This is the greatest show ever.
Yeah, I didn't even. I wanted to talk about Brand Break today, but yeah, I'm a live streamer. We do the Spectral sessions on Sundays where we make art. It's a fun time. Come on over. I'm pushing it out on multi-stream, so even right now I've been on the whole time on 10 different platforms. So we welcome everybody to come over and learn more about us. Talk more about spectral art and all of that as well.
I want to invite everyone to come to the After Dark space if you can come. I know, guys, it's a 2-hour show. You're probably tired, but in the event that you're available, the link is in the stream, and then it'll be on the Dipito show and my personal page on X. It starts at 10:10, and I hopefully end it at 11:11. That's my goal anyway. But I do want to thank you both for coming on the show. Thank everybody in the chat tonight. Fantastic audience we have. We love you guys. One little thing I want to throw out there before Simon gives his final thought. Somebody put in the chat, and this is constructive criticism for the Dipito show, and I would love for the audience's feedback on this. Someone said 2-minute 55-second intro songs too long. So I would love for the feedback for you guys. Should we change our intro? I will say this: for running the stream and doing all the things that we do, that 2 minutes and 55 seconds allows me to do all the other stuff in the background. So
that's our potty break song.
That is my retweeting things out and things like that. So that's why. But somebody was a little harsh with their commentary, and then I was like, All right, it's constructive criticism.
I usually take
Melissa.
over 5
No.
minutes in my intro, and you gotta have a
The
little
method
time
to the
for
madness.
people to come in. You send the
Yeah.
push out. You gotta have people come
Yeah.
in. I think it's just fine.
Yeah.
That's me.
Florida Man
Oh,
Landscaping says
increase
increase
it
the
with
opener
10
with a 10-minute
All right.
countdown. Yeah,
Thank
there we go.
All right, guys, we really do have to go. I love you. Thank you so much, Simon. Thank you for being the best co-host in the world. I love you, my friend. Have a good rest of the night, you guys. Thank you again. Hope to see you in the After Dark space.
Welcome and hello. Let's chat about the things that we'd like to know. With Simon and Melissa, you feel right at home. Talking crypto, maybe you should just dip your toes. You laugh and you love where the community grows. On the Dipito Show. Dipito Show.
Oh yeah! Who's with me? Who's with me? Where did our audience go, huh? Why is our chat not flying, huh? 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 Was that a good guest spot? Huh? I think that's pretty good. Let's see how many people join. Oh, I gotta get to the admin account. Oh yeah, couple people. Couple people joined. What's up, Jesse, Condo, and Susan? Alright, we're gonna grow this bad boy now. We're gonna go change the world. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Were you watching, Ren Man? Were you watching? We're about to take over the whole world, man. Thousands of restaurants across the globe, man. Alright, I'm gonna take a Alhouse break, and then I'm gonna get on that there After Dark show. I don't even know if anyone's even listening over here, huh? We gotta do better than this, you guys. Ranma, Nashville, maybe sweet. Let's go. Got me all hyped up. There it is. Alright. I'll be right back, and we're going to keep talking for an hour here. the guy. There he is.
Runman!
I could have showed them some of that too, huh? I wonder if we could get a, I don't know why it didn't work. A space fighter game. I need to just, I just need to do more work. I just got caught up and I didn't finish, is what happened. But, this game's pretty cool though, right? This worked out pretty good, right? That's pretty cool. You gotta sign in to get your name on there. I'm sure more people played, but weren't signed in. Look at that, it's cool that they made, they are awesome. Free World guys are awesome. Look at this post they made too. Look at that! Look at the that is the second. Just like, that's cool. It needs more attention. All right, man. It took a lot just to get all these games migrated. Like, you know, they were all on base 4 last week. That took a lot more effort to try to get proper. But thankfully, I had a friend that bought Claude Max for me, so that increased my rate limits by 5x. I was able to do 5 times more in the rate limits than usual. That was a help. That, and also the Claude Fable model was available inside Claude Max for the past 2 weeks. And that guy is smart. Fable's pretty smart. So I had him do a lot of this too. But, I don't know, man. It also got some things wrong today. Fable got some things wrong today. I had to tell it. Come on, dude. Come on, bruh. My TV keeps going off. Alright, I'm going to hang out for an hour. And we're going to chat with these folks. See if they got any more questions or chats. And I'll have the stream go back live 24/7 again. I appreciate you guys that are here lurking and playing on the AFK. Sitting through those ads. It helps me out right now. Sitting through those ads, that helps me out right now. There it goes. I'll still go ahead and do a Blaze Givey today. I only got a Zyle that came in here and did the hi today, though. Anybody else want to get into the blue chat and say hi? We'll do one. And I'll be back on Wednesday or Sunday also. Stuff that happened this past Sunday. And then also had some real life stuff happen. They're building a deck right above my head. They're building a new deck. And I had to help with that on Sunday a little bit. I'll be back this Sunday. We're going to do another art episode. We're going to do a theme, character lineup theme. A character lineup. So we'll have like a lineup of characters. And then that'll be a cool episode to... why isn't this volume on? That'll be a cool episode to put those characters into the games, and then we'll have a bunch of characters for our game.
Like, I couldn't even find it myself, my own space. So I was kind of curious about what the heck, if anybody else has had any issues today. Maybe there's an update or whatever, but my ex has been acting kind of weird the past couple of days. So that could be it.
Mine looks all new. I don't even have the chat
Yeah.
symbol anymore.
Well, yeah. Well, and I was what I was saying. Like, I don't know if you heard me. I could not start the chat. I couldn't create the After Dark space from my phone like I normally have to do it. I've learned I have to do that in order for all the other things to work, like being able to comment underneath and all that kind of stuff. It wouldn't let me do that this time, so I had to create it from my computer. But then when I tried to start it from my phone like I normally do, it would just let me set the reminder for my own space. It wouldn't let me do it. So then I had to start it from the computer, and I clicked it a couple times because it wasn't doing it. Then it had me in here twice. So I don't know. It was kind of been a weird experience with this after Dark Space tonight. But and then I didn't know if anybody would actually even see that it was out here. But what a great show! What great guests, huh? We do have Consumer Break in the house. Hopefully you grab a mic there, Nate. It'd be great to talk to you. And we've got Archer. Welcome. How are you, Archer?
Definitely. I've seen him before. Of course, I'm following him, so I've come across profiles before. So yeah, a lot going on there. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around a lot of it. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I really like to get the different types of people coming on the show to just inspire people. Someone might watch the show and go, you know, that's someone like myself, right? My demeanor, my background, my whatever, and just decide I am going to dip my toe in this. I am going to try to figure out what can I build, or how can I help in any way? How can I further my own knowledge of this? Because all of this is the future. No matter what chain you are super jazzed out about or whatever, it doesn't have to just be the XRP, you know. They were talking about chains I'd never heard of, you know. I mean, I heard of AVAX, but I hadn't heard the WAX. I think you were talking about tonight, Nate. Was it WAX?
Yeah, WAX. It stands for Worldwide Asset Exchange. But it's known as WAX.
Asset Exchange. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's not very well known, but the tech is just really cool to play with. Do you know Byron? Byron was from there as well.
I know of Byron. Yeah. Well, you know,
that's
this
where
is
we
the
all
thing
met.
that I think it's really cool because see here you are, you've been in the space for a long time. You dipped your toe like no one else. It wasn't even on anybody's radar, right? Probably when you were doing that and you were learning these tools and things like that. And so I know this is not exactly the same, but like back in the day when we were trying to teach ourselves, like even like HTML and things like that, you would stumble along upon these groups that would have like tools they created to help you learn how to do this and that and whatever. And so I just think it's super cool that, someone like yourself stumbled upon that. And, it really shows to the person that you are. It's like, hey, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to teach myself how to use it. And that really has to help your, just in what you're able to do now. It gave you the confidence. So like those little baby steps that we all take towards learning something new, it makes a difference. It really does. And then I always say, like, we all kind of graduate to the next step and the next level, the next level. And we have all these people here that are cheering us on. And it's really remarkable and awesome to watch. And one other thing is I loved, how you guys both said about the XRP community and how different the people are. I mean, we're just regular people trying to build a dream and trying to understand all the things that are happening. And I don't know, it definitely is a unique community and it's exciting. So I see Aki's in the house.
For sure. I've been a creative person like all my life, so it just fits with it, building. I've always done art and I've played with music and videos. I have a YouTube channel, we learn videos but yeah, as far as learning how to do things, all of that is so different now. Yeah, back then, like I said, back even before me, but like my dad, he would be on the phone. He would be yellow pages talking to experts. Or when I was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it's like we're Googling and we're researching online. But there's so many, you don't know what to trust then also. So that was part of it is all these devs I work with, they all say that they're the best. All their websites look good. They're rated good. Yeah. But then you're too deep into it and you find out they're not at all. They're the opposite. And now we have, the past several years have been insane for information and learning how to do things. And then the past 1 year with AI, it's just totally changed everything.
Well, and what is really cool too is, I mean, no matter what industry it is, there's some that really can't be touched, but like you said, back in the day, you relied on those folks that were, the devs, and they portrayed themselves as being something more than what they really were. You don't really know until you're like the end user, or they just disappear or whatever. And now you're provided the tools to be able to do some of these things and actually create your vision of what you want it to do, what you want it to look like and feel. And I mean, that's just so empowering for anybody that has a vision, because when you try to communicate it to someone else and have them build it for you, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to see it the same way, no matter how much you explain it. They're not going to see it the exact same way. And, that does take a lot of time and money and all these things. So I think, especially for people that are really creative and build, have that in mindset where they want to build something, they have an idea. This is just freedom to create, and then having access to the experts, the devs that really do have the experience, and being able to pass it, or building the tools to help you evaluate your own stuff. I just think it's so important, and it's just, like I said, it's awesome to watch it grow. It's inspiring, really. It really is.
And it's kind of twofold. You're so right. Because it's twofold. You could have somebody that's just flat out against you, just the wrong partner, and that is so common. And to me, that's what happened. But then also, you could have even a good partner, but then trying to get them on your level of the vision to get your own ideas across to them is also a feat now. I'm a drafter. My actual profession is drafting, so I draw blueprints. So that actually helped me a lot just to get ideas on paper, getting like drawing out of mock-ups just to show the devs what I want. It got so it and again, I was with partners that just were not good partners. But it got so bad, like I learned how to video animate, and then I animated my puzzle game the way I want it to look, but it was a video to show them so then they can make the game. I wanted it that bad. And then it's still, I'm just like, just do it like this. And then they'll deliver something that's different. And oh no, and now it's so addicting now because it's so quick. I'll type something out, I'll get features, I'll test it, and I'm able to just type the feedback on it again, and then it's a loop, and the only thing stopping is the rate limit on my Claude. Is I gotta wait five hours, but it's so addicting to just keep going, keep building like this without anything like stopping you. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're like, damn it, I'm in a creative wave going on right now. Don't stop me now, Claude.
Yeah, I'll be making it home. Yeah.
It's definitely taking less time though, and it's gotten so much better. Wouldn't you agree? Like when I first tried to create certain things, it would get things all wrong, or it kept wanting to put like Asian people in my stuff. Like I never said I even wanted to add an extra person to whatever I was putting in there and describing how I wanted them to look at the characters. It would
that's true.
Like
it also
this random Asian person. Not like I'm just saying it like where did this come from? I don't know. It just was there, And I'm like, I don't want a third person. I just want the people that I put in there that I want you to, put them in these clothes or whatever. And it was quite comical at the beginning.
Yeah, even in 1 to 2 years, the AI also, has advanced so much. Because I started with ChatGPT and Grok trying to code that. It was better than paying thousands of dollars to a dev overseas, but it's still kind of a headache to get what I want. And nowadays, this year, using Claude is just like it's just doing it. This past couple of weeks, I've been using Fable, the biggest model, and man, now it's just like doing things without too much back and forth. That is awesome. It's awesome.
I'm not familiar with that one. I do see some cool people in the space. We got Mr. Corn, Ryan's in the house, Tara Mike, of course, and Mike Laugh. Welcome. We have Moonstone Gem, our friend Moonstone Gem, and Dingo, and I'm not sure how to say Xeno TI, and Rainman or Ranman, and Layman Federa, I think, and Susan Roblin's in the house too, and of course Archer and Lady K and Opti. Welcome everybody. We did have one other fella in there earlier, and I think this might have been too positive a space for him to come in to be in here.
But we got Moonstone. She's the second spokesperson for Odin.
Yeah, baby. Yep. That's fantastic. These guys have come
not
a
really.
long
I was
way.
joking. She's just been a huge supporter since the beginning.
Yes, I've noticed that. Well, so when we had I'm going to say it wrong, Schwabe on the show. He wrote a book, and he came on Faces of Crypto. Like, gosh, it was a while ago. And I just was dipping my toe a little bit around and didn't really even fully understand, everything that was going on with that and how they're connected with each other and that. But yeah, a great community they have there. And I think I'm trying to think if I have any wolves or not. For some reason, I think I do, but I'm not positive, and I know that I do have the X token. But he was saying something about they've changed it or something because of the name in that. So I do have some of it. I just don't know what I should be doing with it. So that's pretty cool. And then when he was talking about like early on, and I'm referring to John Vucci came on the Dipito Faces of Crypto tonight alongside of Breakman from Consumer Break. So if you guys missed the show, definitely go back and watch it. It was fantastic. They did a great job going over their projects. And but John was saying, when he stumbled upon these developers, they were leaving little hints within the blockchain, kind of teaching them. And that is something that I find just like, it's so interesting and cool how they've done that. And Opti, the first thing that popped in my head, because I thought it, and I was like, no, it's not the same. But remember that one project that you told me about? And you were like, oh, you gotta get some of these NFTs. And they also had like the hidden messages within the actual NFT itself in like the metadata part of it. Do you remember what I'm talking about, Opti?
Oh my gosh, I don't think I remember. You don't remember anything else?
I mean, they weren't a real elaborate NFTs. And I mean, I really have to like go back and look and see.
Were they 1 XRP?
They weren't, they were not very expensive at all. Like they were
Like truthing stuff in the background?
Yes, yes.
Gosh,
yes.
and people here would know who that is too. His name was a bunch of letters and numbers, so it was like impossible to remember.
Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. I'm looking at my my phone and for whatever reason, there it is. Never mind. I was like, my salmon is missing. My salmon app is missing.
I didn't want to interrupt the rest of your thought. You had a thought there.
What was I talking about?
This person said that yep.
It just reminded me how many cool things that you can do in this space, and the people that have been doing it. And, a lot of stuff in the beginning, I didn't really even understand, like why they were doing or what it was, because, it was only because of you and IMUTV, Niall, to even get me to buy an NFT. I mean, I wasn't anybody that was purchasing NFTs or anything like that. But then I, would stumble on, or you would say like, oh, you got to look at this one, you got to look at that one, and seeing people doing different things. Either the hidden messages maybe within the NFT itself, maybe in the image. Like kind of like what Ugo was doing in the past with their imagery. And then you got people like John was saying, that was through the token, but like they were putting the messages, and I know people did that with Bitcoin too, with putting messages in the message in the blockchain, so that it's immutable, you can't. Or Patrick Riley, same thing. Whenever
I did airdrops, like token airdrops, I always used to put little messages, and Lady K was like the only person who saw them, because like I don't know if there's like a phase there. I know on Stellar there was where you could hide. Yeah, on XRP there was too, where you could hide the message or show the message kind of thing. And I remember there was a phase where I was like airdropping like every couple months or every month or something like that. And Lady K's like, do you remember that, Lady K? She's like, I don't even remember you doing this.
No, I do. I remember getting the message, and I love getting messages.
And I always just thought like down the road, like, yeah, it's there forever. And it's like tells the story. So I used to put all my quotes and things like that. So yeah, I think that's part of the playing, like Consumer Break, super cool. Loved your personality. You're just this green circle that just randomly showed up in our world recently, at least mine. Maybe I haven't been paying enough attention, but yeah, great to see you on the Dipito show tonight. And super interesting. Your project. I mean, all I could think of is like, part of the Wandering Home directory. Um, the why I started building a blockchain in the first place is I wanted to create something with micropayments and passive income. And your whole idea, I was like, well, first of all, totally aligned with free pay too, free world, them, lots of woo woo serendipity stuff happening there. And I was just thinking, oh, that would be cool if we like integrated somehow your project into the Wandering Home directory, where for advertisement, people were doing the puzzles on the Wandering Home directory. Because, like the original one, if you were flipping through categories, you'd get a pop up page. And the dream was to, like, eventually have people pay for advertising. But I always have loved the idea of paying people for consuming, you know?
Yes.
The
Yes. Yeah.
whole
We
point.
give.
Your attention is, sorry, go on.
No, that's so awesome. Yeah, the name Consumer Break. It's the same name and logo from back in 2012. And that's where it spawned from. It's like we're so tired of interruptive ads. We need to they're taking our time. They're stealing our time. And they're paying the big companies the money. They're not paying us. And yeah, we give consumers a break. Consumers need a break from this. They need they need a break. That's what it's about. Yeah, we absolutely can integrate. I want to know all about it. The games are all they're all online. They have their own URL links. You can embed them. That's the way Free World embedded. And that is a bigger vision, is to have these games placed as ads elsewhere. So like even like Google ads, it's coming eventually, but there's API that will push out the ads as Google ads, but they're the games. So now instead of the thing interrupting you and you have to sit through it, you can go play through it and then earn from it as part of the ad. That is the bigger vision. So let's do it, you guys. Let's do it.
Yeah, definitely, guys. If you haven't gone to consumerbreak.com,
Yeah, there's a lot. I know. Um, a really great way to learn about it's like I'm a streamer. The best way is to come watch the streams. Uh, I I was having also a show every Wednesday that interviews projects. I'm just on break for the summer, but I've done that for 3 or 4 years. Having like interviewing projects. It mostly was from Wax, but it's been all over recently. Yeah, you say I just come into your radar. You're right. It was only this year that I because of Mike and Jumby. I started getting into here and just learning more, and here I am. But yeah, I've been online though for a while.
well, I think it's a great opportunity too. And guys, like when you have someone like Consumer Break that's creating these these pages where you can incorporate what you're doing and put it on there, even puts more eyes on it. So like for me, it like I think about, I stream here, I stream there, I stream different places, different audiences go to different places, right? So the more places that you can get your brand out there, the better. And so that's where I just really encourage everybody to go and play with it and see what you can do. You don't know what you'll end up getting from it, but it could end up helping you, and it definitely helps them too, to show, look at all these projects that we have, look at all these games that we have available. It's the same thing with like Free World, people putting their stuff on Free World's website, or Amanda's Wandering Footprint, the home.directory, where you can put your information on there. The more places that you can be seen, the better. We lost Lady K. How'd we lose Lady K?
Yeah, you're exactly on point. I want